I thought maybe you could just say how we first met and what happened, and if you just give your little narrative about that.
I came to Dr. Carabiner in desperate need of some help. I came to this without crying.
That's okay. Crying is good.
I was using while pregnant, and I came to her and basically begged for help and told her I was tired, and she said, I'll never forget, she said, how bad do you want it? And I was like, I'm just tired, I want it bad. And she's like, okay, well, why don't you come back Monday? This was on a Friday. Come back Monday, and we're going to put you in the hospital and detox, and I'm going to put you against your will, because right now you're probably in a state of mind that, of course you'll go now, but when whatever you're doing wears off, then you're probably going to change your mind. And I was like, okay, so I agreed to it, and she was definitely right. Monday morning came, 9 we were supposed to be there, and I went kicking and screaming, but I finally did go, I think at like 9:30 that night, and it was the best thing I ever did, for sure. This program saved my life, you saved my life, and helped save my life anyways, you know what I mean? She Marchman-Acted me, and I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own, for sure. So,
A Marchman Act is a ability to have somebody who is pregnant and using and may not have the judgment of her own to make the right decisions. If somebody in her family or a physician or other person in an official capacity can say for a short period of time, you need to stay against your will and undergo a treatment, whether it's for mental health issues, detox. And in truth, we know that the medical standards are to maintain these types of opioids during pregnancy, but there are a number of people, Natalie one of them, who knew she did not want to deliver a baby that was addicted. And she had the strength, and she had the vision, and she had the character to make that decision and stick with it. We worked with her, we reviewed what the risks were of having detox during pregnancy and then maintaining recovery during pregnancy. And she says that she was Marchman-Acted, but truly it was her own resolve and her own decision to do this. And she went through the detox. It wasn't easy.
No, not at all. It wasn't easy.
And the nurses at Halifax Health really fell in love with her. They became, I think, her friends, because they still spy on her all the time and tell me about her. And we learned about bringing sugar in. When you're in the middle of withdrawal, sugar is good.
Yes.
And babies and moms like sugar, so we had lots of sweet things. But when the detox was completed, you came to Project Warm. Tell us about your little one.
Oh my gosh, that's the best part. Oh my goodness. His name's Levi, and he was born 7 pounds 1 ounce, healthy. Oh my gosh, they've allowed me to breastfeed here. Not that they can stop me from breastfeeding, but it was a big issue, and I was like, I'm not putting my baby in daycare. There's no way I'm not. And I even had Dr. Carabiner that wrote me a nice little note. Please allow the baby to stay with the mother, to encourage breastfeeding. And you said postpone it, so they got funny here and we're like, okay, postpone. They did it for 2 weeks. They postponed the daycare, but I've been allowed to go down every time he's hungry. They go over the radio and, Levi's hungry. Can you come down and feed him? So that's worked out really well. The women down there are wonderful too. He is doing so good.
And how old is he now?
He's 7 months old. 7 months.
And the important thing, the greatest gift she gave him was that he was born drug-free. He came out healthy, was able to be with her from the moment he was born. He did not have to go into a neonatal intensive care unit, be given IVs and IV morphine on a drip basis to prevent seizures, to prevent fevers, to prevent inability to nurse or eat. These babies, when they are in withdrawal, suffer a great deal, and it's difficult to bond with them. They're away from their moms, and if we can avoid that, we think it's a wonderful thing. And Levi was born and able to be with you, obviously, all the time, which is very awesome. And the rest of the country needs to get with Project Warm and allow moms who are nursing to have their babies on site.